Donatello, Scott McIntosh, Vice President, Consumers Energy, and from American One Credit Union, VP Laura Pryor. Welcome.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Bart.
Good to see you all again.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, we spent some time yesterday.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
And I think you were all smiling.
Yeah, still
Yes.
smiling.
We're still smiling.
Still
We'll
smiling.
be smiling for a while.
So the Y is in the midst of a capital campaign, and Laura Pryor and your CEO Martha Firstenau had some great news for the Y and the community yesterday.
We did. It was fantastic news. We were finally able to share after, it's been about a year since we took our first tour of the Y and started seriously considering contribution. But our board approved a $600,000 contribution to the Y Capital campaign, and we're thrilled.
That's amazing. Now, you said this has been a year in the works, but when you found out the number, what was your personal reaction?
Praise the Lord. Yeah, like Laura said, we've been working really hard behind the scenes to come up with the right partnership, and there's a lot that's been happening behind the scenes, but with the new structure of our capital campaign task force and the relationships that we're cultivating right now, we feel really confident that this is the first of many more of the big announcements that'll close the gap and complete the project.
Yeah, and this reworking of the capital campaign really, I think, was coincided with Scott McIntosh joining the capital campaign and the Y board.
Correct.
Yes, so I'm absolutely happy to chair the new capital campaign, but I would also like to thank, there's been a lot of people that came before me that put in a lot of hard work on this campaign. So the campaign kicked off officially in November of 2017. I became chair in January of this year, but there was a lot of great work that was done before I came on the scene. And it's very apparent that we've gotten to $14 million, which is a fantastic amount of money being raised. But we want to get to $25 million, and that second or that last $11 million is harder than the first, and so we need a good group of people to get that done.
And I think when the campaign started, it's been almost 2 years now, right? We didn't know what the Y might look like, where it was going to be, how much it was going to cost. There were a lot of unanswered questions, and I think that was probably one of the stumbling blocks. But now do we have an idea of what the new Y might look like?
We've done a lot of work in that area, and we've put together a really good team of community leaders to provide support for that work. They have vetted multiple sites around the community. They've put a lot of thought into what the spaces within the facility need to have. The reality is that we've been in our current space for 60 years, and so we need to think of this new space as our home for the next 60 years. And we need to be able to create spaces that are flexible and welcoming for our current partnerships and new partnerships.
Yeah, I asked Shauna yesterday at the event, why would you have this press event in the lobby? And you said, we want to show how much we need a new Y.
Need a new lobby.
Right. And because American One will have the naming rights for the lobby in
There
the
you
new
go.
facility.
Right.
And it'll be a big, beautiful lobby where we can have meetings and press conferences
Right.
whenever we need to.
Right, with enough space for people.
Right.
It's so one of the things that we love about the Y, and one of the reasons that we're supporting it to the level that we are, is because, like American One, the Y serves the whole community. The number of people and the different demographics that are represented in the people who walk in the door of the Y every day represent our whole community. It's awesome. You can just stand in the Y lobby just for a half an hour and just see how that's really true. And so we thought the lobby was really an appropriate space for us to sponsor, to be the sponsor of the Y lobby, the new Y lobby. We're thrilled about that.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Scott and I were on the United Way board together
We were.
for a few years, and so when I heard that you were joining the Y and chairing the capital campaign, I knew that we would soon know if this was going to happen or not, because you put everything under a magnifying glass when it comes to dealing with an organization's finances. But yesterday you said it's not if.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. So yesterday at the very exciting event, I said that there is some skepticism in this community in terms of whether or not we will actually be able to accomplish a new facility. And so one of my goals at that event was to make sure that everybody heard loud and clear that it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. Right? I think that's really important that we walk around, that I walk around as the face of the campaign and let people know that we're going to get this done. So as Shauna said, we've been in our current home for 60 years, and we're looking for our home for the next 60 years.
Well, let's take a look at the press event yesterday when the big announcement was made. Let's listen to a couple of the moments.
On behalf of the Board of Directors of American One Credit Union, I am pleased to announce that American One will contribute $600,000 to the Jackson YMCA Capital System. Our $600,000 gift, combined with great generosity from other corporations and entities throughout Jackson, will allow the Jackson Y to increase its reach far beyond the work that it does today. We believe our community will thrive as well.
I'm just thrilled to be standing here today and to be able to update you on the success of this campaign and reinforce the fact that we're moving forward, but most of all to show gratitude to Martha, to Laura, to American One, and especially to the American One Board of Directors.
Martha, an exciting day for the Jackson YMCA, the community, and American One.
Yes, we're very excited about this investment. It's something that we have deliberated on for probably about a year, and we're really confident that this is the right investment to make in downtown Jackson.
Yeah, and with all the other projects that you're involved with in the community, you use the word investment. What makes this an investment rather than a donation or a contribution?
Well, we have over 30,000 members in Jackson County, and we have 200 employees at American One Credit Union. And our people are the same folks that walk through the doors of the Y, and the Y provides a lot of activity. We're really looking forward to maybe them getting back into childcare, which is really important to the young families in Jackson and our own employees. And the other thing is that our core values just line up. Everything that the Y represents represents American One, so it's just a perfect fit.
What does this American One investment mean to the capital campaign?
I think in a lot of ways it means reigniting the campaign, reassuring the community that we continue to work behind the scenes. We first met with Martha almost a year ago today. She came in and took a tour of the facility, and we started to talk about the importance of the Y and the impact that their gift could have on our campaign. And here we are a year later, thanking them, thanking their board, and just showing the community that we're still here and we're still moving forward.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Very exciting. Now, the partnership, financial literacy, is a big part of the reason you wanted to be a part of this,
It
isn't
is. The health of our community is certainly physical health. That the Y addresses physical health. It addresses social responsibility and those health issues. But financial literacy and financial wellness is in our wheelhouse. It's what we're passionate about. And so this partnership offers us the opportunity to offer financial wellness classes at the new Y. And we're really excited about that. It takes a truly healthy community is healthy financially as well.
Scott, you've got another 10 million or so that you want to raise. What's the next step? How do you take, I guess, this news and capitalize on it?
Yes. We've got like we said earlier, we've got a great team in place. So really the first half of 2019 was about getting organized, making sure we have a great plan. And so we're seeing a lot of enthusiasm, new enthusiasm toward the campaign because of that. So I expect that we're going to see some great news here in the second half of 2019.
And Shauna, that means the gym could be, someone could have naming rights to that, the pool, the parking lot,
Right.
the whole building.
Right. And we want to find naming rights that make sense for each individual donor. So certainly, let's have the conversation about what makes sense for the Hollies or what makes sense for other supporters in our community. And like American One, it's more than a charitable contribution. It's a partnership and it's an investment in the future. And there may be ways that we've never dreamed of that we could work together.
And maybe someone watching today wants to be following in the footsteps of American One.
Sure hope so.
Right? We hope so.
Well, congratulations. Exciting week. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of hard work that y'all have put into this, and keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Thanks.
From American One Credit Union, Vice President of Member Experience and Public Relations, Laura Pryor, and from Consumers Energy, Scott McIntosh is Vice President, but also Chair of the Capital Campaign and a member of the board, and the Y CEO and President, Shauna Tello. Up next,